Hello everyone, this is Princess Anime 64 and welcome back to Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia JP. In this video, we are going to be going over the Infiltration report for May of 2020. Before we begin, all credit for the translations go to Facebook user Leobob. I'll put a link below to the Facebook page if you guys want to check it out, and I'll leave a link below to Dissidia Database as well as Dissidia Database's Twitter page so that you can check them out as well. So the first thing we have is the Golden Week campaign. This begins on April 30th, and it's daily polls. What was it? I think it was like 7 or 10 banners. We get a new banner every day, and the first multi is going to be free. And there's also going to be special missions for daily metal quests, and they will feature items like adamantine ingots. Now, don't be confused by this number here, 198. The translation was that it makes a total of 198 free polls, but that's not what we're getting. That would have been amazing, though, if we did get that. But it's actually just going to be the same thing as last year, where we had 10 banners, and each of those banners had a free first multi. So moving on, oh, and they also mentioned that details will be released at a separate time, right here on the bottom. So next up, we have a mission dungeon called Assault on the Demon Castle. This begins on April 30th and ends on May 14th. And the bosses that are featured on here, they're these knights from Agrius's Lost Chapter, which kind of scares me, to be honest. But they mentioned that there's going to be 2 banners. The first poll is going to be free as part of the Golden Week campaign. And the next character who will be getting their LD and burst is going to be Furion this time, which I'm pretty excited about. I don't really use him all that much. So I'm excited to see what his LD and burst is going to bring. So the synergy characters included features Furion, Golbez, Ferris, Lena, Irvine, and Fujin. And the 7-star armors that will be added will be Furion, Shantoto, Noctis, and Arden. Next up we have this new event called Boss Rush. This will release in early May. You challenge formidable foes in this event with multiple parties, and the less parties that you use, the better rewards you will get. And more details will be announced later on. I know it's not a whole lot, but yeah, that's kind of how it is. Yeah, and also details announced later, you're going to be seeing that a lot. So next up, we have the Divine World of Illusions. This will release at the end of May. And they mentioned that in order to do this event, you need to have Diablos at level 30, which is kind of like how it was in the previous World of Illusions trials, where you needed to have your summons at level 20 first, before actually going further into the event. As for our lost chapters for this month, it's just going to be X-Death. He comes back in early May. And his lost chapter was supposed to be this month, but because of COVID-19, his lost chapter got delayed. The same thing with the Divine World of Illusions. Alright, so the next thing that's coming up for May is that there's going to be some event reruns. So following events will be rerun during May. The first is the Soul Cannon Raid Boss. This is the one where Squall's Burst was introduced. And then we have the Everyone's Metal Challenge, Prayers Offered to the Demons, and the Metal Challenge, Ravel of the Dragon and Tiger. I don't know whose burst was featured on these other 2. I want to say it was Vaughn and Kefka, but I don't know if I can't remember properly though. But if you guys remember though, please let me know in the comments. The cool thing about this though is that the event rewards will be reset so that you can get more gems and tickets, assuming if you want to pull for Furion's LD or Burst, and campaigns will also be held as well. I think those are just the costume bundles though, so you don't have to worry too much about that. So then we have the producer notes. The first one is the character reworks. So on April 30th it will be Furion, and then on May 12th it will be Dark Knight Cecil, and I think the trailer for Furion's LD and Burst will be starting tonight. I don't know if anyone else lives in the EST area, but that's where I live, and for me the video should be coming at 10 p.m. at night. So just a little timer there, if you want to see what Furion does. Then we have our next batch of enhancement boards. So on April 30th, it will be Golbez and Ferris. And then on May 7th, it will be X-Death. May 7th is also when X-Death will be dropping into JP. So we should expect to see his video on May 6th, where they show off his EX and his LD as well. All right, so the final news that we have here is regarding the effects of the coronavirus. So as previously announced, the coronavirus may still affect events to be released in May. We are working to improve management ASAP, but there is a chance that the events could be delayed or changed, and will be notified in advance if that happens. So, sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. Um, some of the events that we were supposed to get this month were delayed because of COVID-19, and that's why we were getting character event reruns for like Kurasame, Edward, and Amita Tellian. So that's kind of, this is just to address why some of the events were being rerun. Lastly, we have our monthly gifts, which is 6,000 gems, 5 armor tokens, 20 draw tickets, and 1 power stone. These will be distributed from April 30th to May 7th, so be sure to pick them up at the appointed time. So that's pretty much everything that's happening right now from DFFOO. I know it's not a whole lot because some of the events have been delayed or they're going to take a really long time, and because COVID-19 is like sort of affecting the events for the JP side. So my last message for you guys, this is just something that I personally want to say. You know, I know it's been hard on us, and you know, we haven't been able to go out, and people have been, you know, losing their jobs and everything. So honestly, the best like type of advice I can give you is to just, you know, stay home. That's the best way to like minimize the chances of getting infected. You know, stay home, wash your hands. If you really need to go out, you know, make sure that it's for something that you really need, like food or water. Um, and if you are going out, you know, for that, you know, be sure to practice social distancing, and please just stay safe as well. You know, a lot of people are being affected by this, and it's like sad. So that's all that I wanted to say to you guys. So thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything that you're looking forward to this month for DFFOO. And I will see you guys next time.